Since ChatGPT was released in 2022, up to around early 2024, most of the AI industry focused on prompt engineering. But around 2024, something fundamental changed. We no longer focused on prompt engineering, but the entire industry shifted to what's called context engineering instead. And as the underlying large language model expanded their context window to over 200,000 tokens, and now we have entered into a whole new era of AI. With 200,000 tokens, you could fit an entire novel into the context window. And having that kind of space opened up a lot of room to do very productive things. Now, we could fit an entire codebase, research papers, or even long-running workflows that the model could now be handled all at once. But as the context window became larger, the importance of managing the context window properly also became important. Let's first distinguish the difference between prompt engineering and context engineering. Prompt engineering is about instructing the LLM to behave in a certain way, whereas context engineering is about providing the right context for what you want LLM to do. In other words, having a well-written prompt but with poor context leads to poor result. And now, the importance of keeping the right context as AI works with you becomes more important. One example of this is called context poisoning. Just like how we can fill our head with outdated information or conflicting instructions, this can lead to a model becoming weaker because it will need to reason on bad information. Another example is what's called context distraction. Unlike context poisoning, where we have bad, incorrect, or outdated information that often leads to hallucination, context distraction is when too much irrelevant information is mixed into the context. And while hallucination is still a risk, the performance will be weaker because it has to work through filtering out what is and isn't important in the context window. Finally, context clashing is where you have information or instruction in the context that contradicts each other. And this can lead to the model to an inconsistent behavior. And the technique that we use to manage these common pitfalls in context management is what we call context engineering. One example of context engineering is using what's called RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. This is an example of selective context where you use RAG to pull only relevant information for the conversation. That way, you reduce the risk of filling your context with irrelevant data. Other ways to manage context is compressing them by summarizing or trimming the existing context. This is a simple but effective way to organize your context window by keeping only relevant information and throwing out the rest. One other example that's becoming more popular is using agentic applications that automatically manage the context for you. When you use tools like Lovable or Bolt, you can use the same chat to continue building because all the technique that goes into continuing working with the chat within the limited context window is abstracted away for the agent to perform. And a common tool that most people use to create these agentic applications that automatically manage context window is LangChain, where you can programmatically decide how the context should be managed. Going forward, context engineering is going to be one of the most important techniques as AI and agentic applications start to dominate. So learning about how to manage context is extremely important. In this app, we're going to learn context engineering, the discipline of managing what information an LLM receives. We will experience 3 common context problems and implement solutions using RAG, compression, and validation. Since 2024, as context windows expanded to over 200,000 tokens, managing context properly became critical for production AI systems. This lab takes about 25 to 35 minutes to complete. When I open the lab, I see a welcome screen explaining the 3 context pitfalls: context poisoning from the outdated data, context distraction from too much data, and context clashing from contradictory instructions. Access the labs using the link in the description below to follow along with me. The first step is to verify our environment. Run the commands to activate the virtual environment and verify everything is working. Source command and then Python command. This checks that Python, ChromaDB, and the API connections are all working. Now we move on to task number 1, which is about the difference between prompt engineering and context engineering. Open /root/code/task1 contextbasics.py. Prompt engineering focuses on how to ask questions, while context engineering focuses on what information to provide. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 35, replace the blank with user question. At line 61, replace the blank with product context, new line question, plus user question. Run the script with python/root/code/task1 contextbasics.py. You will see that without context, the LLM guesses or admits ignorance, but with context, it provides accurate information. We have a knowledge check about prompt versus context engineering. The question asks, what is the key difference between them? The answer is prompt engineering focuses on instructions, context engineering focuses on providing the right information, because a perfect prompt with bad context still produces bad results. Now we move on to task number 2, which is about context poisoning. Open/root/code/task2 contextpoisoning.py. Context poisoning occurs when outdated or incorrect data enters the context window, causing hallucination. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 34, replace the blank with 2023 catalog string shown in the comments on line 35 through line 40. At line 67, replace the blank with outdated context plus new line plus current context. Run the script with python/root/code/task2 contextpoisoning.py. Observe how mixed old and new data confuses the model. Now we move to task 3, which is about context distraction. Open/root/code/task3 contextdistraction.py. Context distraction happens when too much irrelevant information dilutes the signal. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 35, replace the blank with the full catalog string shown in comments on line 36 through 60. At line 83, replace the blank with focused relevant products string shown in comments on line 84 through line 92. Run the script with python/root/code/task3 contextdistraction.py. Compare the responses time and quality between full catalog and relevant only approaches. Now we move to task number 4, which is about context clashing. Open/root/code/task4 contextclashing.py. Context clashing occurs when instructions contradict each other, causing inconsistent behavior. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 35, replace the blank with the concise system prompt string. At line 38, replace the blank with detailed context string shown in comments on line 39 through line 48. Run the script python/root/code/task4 contextclashing.py. Observe multiple times and observe how the model behaves inconsistently. We have a knowledge check about the context pitfalls. The question asks which problem occurs when system prompt says be brief but context says explain in detail. The answer is context clashing because contradictory instruction cause unpredictable behavior. Now we move to task 5, which is about RAG, retrieval augmented generation, using ChromaDB. Open/root/code/task5 solution.py. RAG solves context distraction by retrieving only relevant information. You need to complete 3 to-dos. At line 47, replace the blank with chromadb.client. At line 67, replace the blank with document. At line 87, replace the blank with 3 to retrieve top 3 relevant products. Run the script with python/root/code/task5 solutions.py. See how ChromaDB finds semantically similar products for different queries. We have a knowledge check about RAG. The question asks what RAG helps prevent. The answer is context distraction, because RAG retrieves only relevant information instead of including everything. Now we move to task 6, which is about context compression through summarization. Open/root/code/task6compression.py. Compression preserves essential information while reducing token usage. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 53, replace the blank with conversation history. At line 95, replace the blank with previous conversation summary. Run the script with python/root/code/task6compression.py. Observe the token reduction between full history and compressed version. The question asked why summarize older messages instead of including all. The answer is to manage token limits while preserving essential context, because summarization keeps important information while fitting within limits. Now we move to task number 6, which is the capstone. Open/root/code/task7capstone.py. This builds a complete context manager class that combines validation, selection, and compression. you need to complete 3 to-dos. At line 61, replace the blank with age.days less than equals max age days. At line 82, replace the blank with end results. At line 141, replace the blank with previous context summary. Run the script with python/root/code/task7capstone.py. See all 3 techniques working together in production. Before wrapping up, I want to highlight a few things. Context engineering is about providing the right information, not just asking good questions. The 3 pitfalls are poisoning from bad data, distractions from too much data, and clashing from contradictory data. RAG prevents distraction by retrieving only relevant documents. Compression manages token limits through summarization. A production context manager combines validation, selection, and compression. That's it. You have learned the fundamental of context engineering and built a production-ready context management system. These skills apply directly to building robust AI applications that avoid hallucination and provide consistent, accurate responses.